What is going on? My good people, we are back again for some USFA action. Gonna be a big game in this one. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. You know how we do up in this thug thizzle. The games keep rolling. And you know, as long as I keep ticking, the games are going to continue to fly. Playoff potential action here a little bit later on in the season. We'll see if they match up again when it comes to the playoffs, but should be a fun ride nonetheless. We got a real big game. Charlotte trying to beat St. Louis for what I believe will be the second time this season. They got a lot of momentum here. They've been putting in the work, and so far it looks like it's going to be in their favor. But St. Louis, they got the #1 seed. They're trying to get something going here tonight. Shout out to them. And I'm just finishing up the setup here tonight. Hope you're doing great. Charlotte, they locked up at least the #3 seed. That means Pittsburgh and the homies in New York are officially eliminated. St. Louis, they've been doing great all season long, and they're going to benefit from it. They're going to try to get something going. They're going to try to see if they can push for home field advantage against Huntington Beach, so they need to win. Just letting the game load up and we could get this thing kick started. Let's see. How long have been rolling? Like 8 minutes? Okay, that's not too bad. Sorry about the wait, everybody. Had to get my computer right, but looks like we are in motion here. Let's go ahead and get into it. We are underway. We'll go ahead and flip over to the gameplay right about now, as it looks like it's going to be returned to around the 25-yard line. Let's go ahead and get into it. Ryan Davis in the chat already. Let's get it going. St. Louis will be in their alternates tonight as they hand it off to Namey for the first time and drags a man past the 30. Going to set up 2nd and 6. Charlotte will be in the white and purple set. They're going to fake it to Namey, looking, throws right side, and a drop by who I believe is Buddy McBotterson. Yes, it is, the fullback. Going to make it 3rd down coming up. Charlotte trying to get what I believe will be their 4th straight victory. They've been balling out recently, so shout out to them. I'm going to double check. As we see a motion, they're going to fake it to Lee, fake it to Namey, looking right side and caught. There goes the homie past the 50. It looks like they're getting the bot player into the mix early. It's going to be 1st and 10. Mr. Sweet getting the job done. Looks like bot on bot crime. A bot player made the tackle. Going to be looking for a screen off the back foot. There goes Namey. Blocks up front. Pushes forward. Cuts back in. Gets inside the 35. And the offense for St. Louis continues to rumble. 1st and 10. Archers. And yes, they are currently on a 3-game win streak as Charlotte, as they go ahead and pitch it out to the right side. And there goes Tom Edwards getting a couple right there. 2nd and 8. You already know how we do. Make sure that you hit the exclamation point USFA to get into the giveaway. I see the predictions still going on. Get along with that as well. Get you some more channel points. Looking forward, man. Going to throw it to body. He's going to make the catch this time and gets to the 25. Montaigne 4 for 5 so far. Gonna make it 3rd and 2. Got 4 people up in here, so I need to see some more action into that. We got ourselves a big game tonight. Both of these teams loaded with talent. Is Ryan Davis gonna win it? No one gonna try to contest him. Looking for a man. Takes off and just throws this one away. It's Montaigne. And the inside pressure for Charlotte gets the job done. And we should see the field goal team come on unless they're feeling a little froggy. And I think I see some biddies gonna do it again.
Shit like that. Shit
Early
like that.
biddies coming in for the USFA. You love to see it. Kick is up. And looking for a lane to kick it through, and it looks like he is going to do it. Daniel Carlstown getting the job done, and St. Louis will strike blood first. Thank you so much for the, looks like 8 biddies. Thank you so much. I want to see if Kai Coco will come back in, try to overtake you again. That's what we need to see. Well, not tried, but I don't know who's going to get that rolling. Appreciate you. I like the ticker too. I wish it would actually work more consistently, but every time I try to save it, like it just doesn't save. But I finally got it to click on. I don't know what that is. As long as you ain't done with the USFA, we'll manage with it. As we see the return from Witten, going to take it past the 25, and it's going to be 1st and 10 again. And I'm going to be making a major, well, not that major. I'm going to be making an announcement to the what's what I'm looking for, the owners about the strategies. I'm going to make one change where I think it will still help out to give a little bit more juice for the people. Something minor, but I'm sure they'll appreciate it. As we see the handoff, Doc Boone with a big carry, sheds off a man, runs over Preston, rolling over him, looks like it. A gain of 8 from number 1. And if you're here for a long time, I'm here for it, man. I appreciate you all the time that you spend with us. As we see another handoff to Doc Boone. He's going to get hit right at the 1st down mark, but I think he just got enough. The referees will agree with me, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Charlotte. Who's going to get the first touchdown of the game? That's going to be the question. Taking the handoff is Hank Falco, right side, and caught, turn it up, and the bot player again, this time on the other side. The first catch of the day goes to number 43, Flechera, and that's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Nice flick of the wrist there from the homie Falco. Good adjustment there as well. Love those purple pants right there. You love to see it. LK Gaming, Mr. Christopher Baker doing his thing. He's on defense, trying to get something going, looking for the handoff, and runs through a man, number 55. I believe that's John Smith. Yes, it is. A gain of 5 on that play. I believe that's, Christopher Baker, if I do remember. Appreciate you for subbing to the league as well. So that's going to get you that TPE each and every week. And if you could hop on doing some other jobs and stuff, that would be great, but not required. Now that you have the sub, launching this right side and some coverage, and just going to throw this one away. Preston versus Vic, another matchup that is very close up to my heart. Going to be interesting to see those two players battle. 3rd and 5. I think I'm trying to say, let's go St. Louis. I think it's just a little bit of a mess up there, but it's all good to go. Faking the handoff, looking, throws it short. Gonna be caught by Doc Boone, but not enough room for him to turn up. He would have had the first pretty easily, but pass had to get out a little bit quicker. Gonna be 4th and 4 coming up. And we'll see the first punt of the day. Interestingly enough, both punt returners on both sides of the field will be by a Dotson. 6 people up in here. Make sure you do exclamation point USFA to get into the giveaway. Anything from TPE, customization prizes, and I'm going to add a few more things as well now that we got the site. So keep a lookout for that, big homies, as it looks like Namey's going to get a decent enough gain, close to the 20. Going to be 2nd and 5 coming up. I know y'all hear me. My OBS told me that you hear me, so make sure you do that. Appreciate your LK getting up in there. So now it's not just going to be Ryan Davis. I could put in, but I'm not going to. I'll let the other people roll. Going to be a handoff left side, and going to be stopped. Chris Sheen with the tackle, and that's going to be a loss of a little bit of yards there. 3rd and 8 coming. Make sure you get your players in there. That will increase, at the very least, the chances of someone from your team getting it. That's the goal for sure. Going to get a lot more people in the league as well. Watch out for the ECFL. Going to be passing it middle of the field and caught left and wide open for the first. They're going to try to run through 2 players, but looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 coming again for St. Louis. Handing this off again, pushing forward and running right into Arn, actually by Tank Falco, and it's going to be a gain of 9 on that play. Gonna be passing it again, looking for a man, takes off to run a little bit, on the run and gets a dot there. Pressure was nice, but really can't stop the quarterback. If you can't keep him in the pocket, Montaigne's going to benefit and throw it right behind the back of number 44. That's going to be 1st and 10 again here for the homies in St. Louis. Got ourselves a good game tonight, folks. Make sure you subscribe and like all the good stuff. If you're on YouTube watching this on the playback, look at the pass there to Ansel Tavian for his first one, getting to the 40. Going to make it 1st and 10 again. But as I just said, make sure you support, man. It's only going to get bigger from here. No other sim league is doing it like the USFA. I'm trying to tell you, you probably don't believe me, but you try to find another league doing it like us, and then we'll wait. 1st and 10 coming, looking, pocket, collapsing a little bit, hit it as she throws and left the man open, but that pass was going out of bounds. The pressure forced that. Going to be 2nd and 10 coming. Second and 10 coming. We're going to send Kevin Lee in motion. We're going to fake it 2 times, looking for a man to throw it to. Right side and caught, turning up number 89 with another big catch. That is not a user, but he's playing like a user. It's 1st and 10. St. Louis getting close to the red zone now. St. Louis coming into this game with the 8-3 record. They've been balling all season long for sure. Whole politic, and I know that guy is Mr. Lee. Looking at the home is taking off to run, settles the feet, and just throws this one away. Nothing going there. I probably would have took off to run if that was her. But gonna make it 2nd and 10. What's going on, my man? What's going on? Whole politic and trying his best to get his team to the playoffs, but he'll be watching the Arizona and Anchorage game a little bit later. Throws it left side. There goes Namey. Going to make it 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 5 here. Well in field goal range, but they want more than just 3 if you catch my drift. 20 seconds. And it's going to be a deep drop back from Montaigne. Turns around, takes off to run immediately. There's a flag. She's going to be short of the marker. That should push him back a little bit. Yes, it will make it 3rd and 15 unless they want to go 4th and 1. Nope, they're going to push him back a little bit. Great job there from the coaching staff. And now it's going to be even harder to get that first down. And just in case they do get the stop to Charlotte, it'll be a longer field goal. Make sure you invite your people, get into the giveaway. We're closing it out at the 3rd quarter as we throw it right side and go and look, try to get the first down. It's Ansel, but he's going to be stopped short. And that is how quarter number 1 shall end. And St. Louis, they are not playing games. The offense still on the field. They only need 2 yards. And they're going to pass it here. Montaigne, right side, incomplete, almost picked off 3 ways to Sunday. And it's going to be a defensive pass interference, and that is going to be tough right there. Unfortunate for Charlotte. St. Louis, they got bailed out a little bit if you ask me. 1st and goal. In your face. That's what the offensive player said as they hand it off, looking for a big hole. Gonna find one, and then he's gonna get into the end zone. And St. Louis is gonna make it a 2-score game. What a move there by Namey to get himself free. Mr. Kickler, what's going on, big brother? How you doing? Hope all is well. Kick is up. And kick is going to be good. Charlotte has a little bit of a hole to get out of, but anything is achievable here with all this time. What's going on, Mr. Blake? You into it too? You love to see it. Looks like we got 5 people in the giveaway. You love to see it. I need to see a little bit more. That's because I'm a little greedy. You know what I'm saying? It happens like that sometimes. But shout out once again, St. Louis. They're doing their thug thizzle. They're moving the ball down the field. The Charlotte defense has yet to find an answer. Both times that St. Louis has had the football, St. Louis has found a way to get some points. And we'll see the second drive coming up here for Charlotte. Speaking of which, we could go ahead and talk about their offense since they are coming to the field. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let me go ahead and bring it up real quick. Thank you. Quarterback will be Hank Falco in his 3rd year. Looking to be his 3rd straight appearance to the playoffs. And he's going to be paired up with Doc Boone, who's looking for his first playoff. Actually, no, I take that back. He made the playoffs last season with New York, but he's looking to do it for the first time in Charlotte. Other halfback will be Spider Webb. Tight end will be Vic Dotson in his 4th year, number 87. Wide receivers will be Kai Coco, Tom Krieg, Trevor Golinar, and Aaron Witten. As a handoff is going to get stuffed as they tried the stretch play. Gun Marabic making the tackle after a gain of 1. And the kicker slash punter here for Charlotte will be Jack Molyneux. Defensive players here for Charlotte will be Shane Knox, Lee Flowers, Guillermo de la Cruz, and Todd Ziegler on the D-line. As we see the I formation again, looking for a man to throw it to. Left side and deflected by number 22. I believe that's Xavier Langham there on the play. 3rd and 9 coming up. Linebackers will be TJ Camden, Tank Falco, and Aaron Jacobson in year number 6. Cornerbacks will be Pac Drescott, Ricardo Lopez, Chris Sheen, and Caitlin Montaigne in year 8. As looks like Charlotte's going to have to back it up some more. Free safety will be On Brand Mold in year number 4. And then Kenny Bombard, the rookie strong safety. Xavier Langham with that last play. Nice job there from him. X marks the spot, looking for a man to throw it to. Right side, they're gonna be almost caught, and Vic Dotson could not hang on through traffic. 4th and 14 coming up. Great defense once again here from St. Louis. Doesn't usually drop those indeed. I'm a little surprised, but hey, gonna be returned from his twin, aka Preston Dotson, getting St. Louis some really good field position again. 1st and 10 coming up. St. Louis with the chance to extend the lead even more. See, the thing is, like, I made a seamster type of player, so Big Dotson's catching traffic won't be all that great, unfortunately, but he's fast enough to blow by people. As we see the pass to the right side, and it's going to be 1st and 10 again. Kevin Lee coming through in the mix. It's 1st down. Quick hitter there to the right side. Perfect spiral away from the defensive back. It's going to be 1st down and 10. My tight end does better in space, and I'm going to lie to you. Middle of the field, reaching out, hit by Arn, but not before another 1st down will get picked up. It's 1st and 10 again. St. Louis offense right now, they're just looking deadly, and Charlotte has yet to find any type of momentum to slow them down. Gonna go with the reverse run play, and it hangs, and it works out well there for Namey, hitting the hole with all the power that he can muster. Gain of 9. 2nd and 1 coming up. Nine minutes, 10 seconds left in the second. Going to almost get a man offsides. Going to be a delayed handoff, and just enough for the 1st as St. Louis gets back into the red zone. 1st and 10 again. Going to be another delayed handoff and another big hole. Makes one man miss and gets past the 10. Did he get the 1st up? They said he's a little short, and St. Louis is just beating them every which way. Charlotte defense hasn't been too prolific. The offense, they've yet to score a point. Starting to get slightly out of hand, but once again, still plenty of time for Charlotte to get their foots in gear. Looking for a man to throw it to. Right side, and caught by Body McBotterson to get inside the 5. And St. Louis, they're just fouling every which way to beat this defense. It's 1st and goal. Gonna look down, and almost throws a pick, and that should have been one right there for Ricardo Lopez. Definitely a team that needs momentum. A play like that you cannot drop. 2nd and goal coming. Looking for the handoff, and easy money. Number 2 on the day for Namey McNamerson. Touchdown. Archers. 17-0 pending this extra point. And Daniel Carlstown, he says he'll make sure it's 17 by the end of that play. Charlotte already down 3 possessions right before halftime, so we've seen some improbable comebacks in this season. Charlotte was a benefactor of one of said comebacks earlier against St. Louis, if you don't remember. Definitely a fun ride there. St. Louis putting out a great show for the home crowd. But we'll see what the homies in Charlotte can do. They look a little shell-shocked here. They got the playoffs. Now it seems like they took the foot off of the gas a little bit. You want to get as much momentum as you can going into the playoffs. You don't want to get into it and then just mess around. You know what I'm saying? 7 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second. And we'll talk about the St. Louis team in a little bit after this kickoff. 1st and 10 coming up. Let me know how I sound. Let me know how the good stuff with the video is looking, how I'm sounding, all the good stuff. Charlotte with the 5-6 record. They're going to go ahead and look for the pass, and they's looking the wrong way. I don't think that's a good time to show off and try to do some trick plays. It's 2nd and 17. And Doc Boone, he didn't know what direction to look towards. He was looking towards the opposite end zone. Not to be. Almost got Nicholas Watt offsides. Is going to be faking the handoff. Going to throw it left side, and it's going to be another short play. Not pushing the ball down the field except for that one pass that we've seen towards Vic. And unfortunately for Charlotte, he couldn't hang on. 3rd and 15 here. Gotta expect a deeper pass this time around. Looking those shorts of Vic. He is going to make the catch this time, his first of the game, but they didn't really send him up the field to try to make a play. And now it's going to be another 4th down coming here for Charlotte. Not looking very pretty here. Down 17 with 6 minutes left in the second. They're going to need a little bit of life here. As we see the punt once again from Molyneux, we'll see another return from Preston. I said Preston. They're looking for a juke move, and he's going to get tackled around the 30. A great tackle there from number 54. And St. Louis once again on the offensive side of the field. We could talk about him now. Quarterback will be not Caitlin. It's going to be Rebecca Montaigne. Caitlin is actually on the opposite side of the field, so it's sister versus sister. For the Montaigne, brother versus brother for the Dotsons. And it's going to be 5 yards lost here for St. Louis. Now, quarterback, once again, Rebecca Montaigne in year number 8. Clear-cut best quarterback in USFA history. We've got a lot of candidates coming up, so we'll see if all of those get tested, but Rebecca Montaigne has a pretty stacked cabinet right now. Faking the handoff, quick pitch right side or left side, and going to be caught by body close to the 35. 2nd and 6 coming. Halfbacks will be Namie McNamerson, Tom Edwards. Wide receivers will be Crisscross, Sir Lancelot, Zane Henderson, and Kevin Lee. Tight end will be Ansel Tavian. As we see the pass again, looking right side and caught, turn it up, going to get past the 40, and once again, it's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Archers. Yeah, she's in her 8th year, so she's been here since the USFA was even a thing. And I believe she's won 4 championships and has been a part of at least 5 of them on 3 different teams. Straight GOAT. Going to turn around and get her feet right and throws a dot to the left side. And one of the players that helped her get her last ring in Huntington Beach was number 83. Making big plays again. It's 1st and 10 coming for St. Louis. I believe she's going to start regressing next season. Pretty sure. Going to be passing it again, though. She says she ain't playing around. Actually, she's regressing now, if I can remember. She just hasn't been hit like hugely, like a big amount. So it's going to happen eventually where there's going to be a big drop off. Eventually. If she was smart, she would get the fight against time. And then that'll allow her to keep the same amount of TPE lost. Going into the next season, it throws off the back foot, running into her own O-lineman, getting that one away. It's 3rd and 10. Charlotte with the chance to get off of the field here. Gonna look for a man, almost getting home, but they throw it short, and it looks like Charlotte is finally going to get the stop they require. 4th and 8 coming up. Don't think they're quite in field goal range. I don't think I'll trust Carlstown with this distance, but 4th down nonetheless. Oh, okay, never mind. They're gonna try it from long distance. Should be a 50-yarder. Carlstown, right side, and that doesn't look very pretty. I'm not even gonna lie to you. A decent enough attempt. It could have been a lot worse, but not to be. And Charlotte's going to get some solid field position due to that. It's 1st down coming up here for Charlotte. They need to get something going. Looks like Vic Dotson at the bottom of the formation. They're going to send Witten in motion. They're going to block and hand it off to the homie. There's a penalty on the play, and that should be on Charlotte. So make it 1st and 16. Looks like it was by Aaron Witten. It's going to be 1st down again. Gonna hand this one off, and Doc Boone is swarmed immediately. Not getting a lot on that play. He barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gonna make it 2nd and 16. What's going on, Kyle? Hope all is well. Gonna be hand this off again and push back again. This defense here for St. Louis, once again, a great run defensive squad. Doc Boone has yet to find his footing, and they'll need to hurry up and get their offense rolling, because there will be a point where the run game will pretty much be non-existent as we hit the 2-minute warning. There on the ticker, you can see some of the past scores of week 11. Third and 14, almost got Leyva offsides. Gonna go with the screen pass, turns up, makes a man miss. Gonna get to the 45, a valiant effort, but that is gonna be another stop forced from St. Louis. And we'll see the punt team once again. Unfortunate here from the Charlotte team. They have the, looks like they're gonna be shut out potentially here in this first half. We'll see what happens in these next 2 minutes, but got to get 1st downs in order to get points, no matter how you slice it. 4th and medium. Molyneux looking to send this one to the right side. It appears to go out of bounds inside the 10, so you could call that a W there for Charlotte. 1st and 10 here for the Archers. Look at John Smith going at it. He's pushing, and then they stop. 1st and 10. Charlotte's done a good job by not allowing the huge pass, but they have been allowing passes that'll get them down the field, and Tom Edwards with his first catch. It's a big one, giving St. Louis some more yards. Going to make it 1st and 10. A loss by Charlotte will pretty much eliminate them from getting a record over 500. We see another pass. There goes Kevin Lee with another big play. It's 1st and 10. St. Louis is just moving the ball effortlessly right now. And it looked like the homie Ricardo Lopez is having some serious troubles here. 52 seconds. We should see a timeout coming soon if they can't get a good play, but that's a catch at the 45. 2nd and medium coming. 40 seconds left in the second. And there goes the second timeout, all by St. Louis. probably looking for another play around 15-20 yards or so, get him some reasonable field goal range. Caleb Montaigne last week had a pick 6 in their blowout victory. Gonna look for a man to throw it to. Right side, wide open, dragging the toes is Chris Cross with another big play. Well, his first big play of the game, a gain of 15. And I did say 15 to 20 yards for reasonable field goal range. He did make the catch. He rolled out of bounds just enough so they could stop the clock. 32 seconds left. A lot of receivers here. They're going a lot of different ways. The pass rush doesn't get home until it does. Gonna be a sack. And there goes the first hit of pressure there. They may just call the timeout and then try for the Hail Mary now. Great job from Charlotte. So I'll do the advertisements at halftime, and then I will do the giveaway at the end of the third. So that'll still give a lot of people time that hasn't done it to go ahead and hit !USFA in the chat. That'll give you a chance to get a prize off of the spin. A lot of things going on, I'm trying to tell you. As we see a handoff and finding a hole, getting inside the 30, and they do not have any timeouts. That is not a good play in my personal opinion. But hey, St. Louis made the plays. They'll hold the 17-0 lead going into halftime. And we shall see what happens after the advertisements. Seeing the return coming up from Aaron Witten, getting past the 20. And we'll go ahead and pause it like that. Shout out to the homies again in the chat, but also shout out to W, man. Shout out to the homies at W. 10% off of each and every order that you choose to have. You'll be directly supporting them and also the United Sim Football Association, your great sim league that puts out that professional football content. I'm trying to tell you, no league is doing the like us. I'm trying to tell you, but great product, great people, great community. They're giving us a shot, and we want to be the football league that supports W, the official energy drink of the USFA. Going to be a fun ride here. Also, shout out to Paladin. That's going to be the company that helps you out with your business from a software standpoint. If you need any work on that, that's the best place to go. I'm trying to tell you, they got some good contracts available for you to make sure that your business is in tip-top shape. That's the most important thing, to make sure that everything on the back end gets taken care of. Let's go ahead and get into it. We also have the GSB, Gold Standard Basketball, doing their thug fizzle. They're currently in the FIBA World Cup. Shout out to everybody doing their thing over there. Great community, great product as well. That's one of our official affiliates there, along with the Elite College Football League, who just completed their season 7. Shout out to Tulane, soon to be North Dakota State. They won the championship last night, so watch that in the VOD on their Twitch, and also go over there, make a player. You'll eventually get drafted over here. Over 125 users coming into the draft. It's going to be a fun ride. What's going on, Caboose? And also shout out to Goals, Great One Hockey League Sim. They're doing their thug fizzle on the ice. If you want to be the greatest hockey player of all time, you got to make sure that you show some love to them. That's Great One Hockey League Sim. And outside of that, we can get back to the gameplay. Once again, the third quarter, we'll go ahead and set everything up so we can get the giveaway going on. We got to the third quarter. Let's get back into it. Click that sound on for you. And we're back underway. Third quarter is here. Charlotte down 17. They have the ball to start off offense. They're going to fake the handoff. Looking for a man. It's Falco. Takes off to run. Chased down by Blazer. Trying to throw it. Gets it off, and no one's home. Once again, blanketed there is Pick Dotson trying to get away from his brother. 2nd and 10 coming. What's going on, Mr. Davis? What's going on, Caboose? Not looking very pretty here for Charlotte. I'm not even going to lie to you, but they still have enough time. They have the ability to score 17 points, just as much as the homies in St. Louis. Says that's going to be number 47, making a tough catch. Trying to make it 3rd and 3. Now, if they could score 10 points, hold St. Louis to potentially a field goal, or maybe even no points at all, they're still in this ball game. So they just got to get the offense rolling. Gonna look for a man to throw it to. Middle of the field and deflected. And that is going to be another stop, as St. Louis's defense has just been swarming them all game long. 4th and 3 coming. Sending this one away once again. It's going to be returned by Preston. Got some blocks. Going to drag a man and another man to the 35. Showing the heart right there of a champion who appears to be another clear-cut Hall of Famer in the past. I mean, in the future. I don't know why I said past. 1st and 10 coming up. He's still got a lot of games to play, though. As does the Montaignes. As does the Jacobsons. There's a lot of players that we could name potentially down the line. Handoff left side is going to be named. There's going to be a penalty, and that should be on St. Louis. Yes, it is. Going to make it 1st and 19. Gonna be passing it again, looking right side and caught, getting those yards back in, then some to the 40. Jackson cleans it up, but not before it was a gain of 13. 2nd and 6 coming up. Second and 6, handing it off again. Beautiful blocking. Name is off a spin move past the 45. And he's just making it look a little too easy. 1st and 10 again. Here comes St. Louis. Look at that spin move there. Woo! Kenny Bombard had no chance. Going to be pitching this left side and looking for a lane, but not going to find one. That's going to be chopped down by Caitlin Montaigne. Stopping her sister's play right there. Great job from her. 2nd and 13. Going to send crisscross in motion, looking, throws on the run, and that's off of the foot of a defensive player. And now it's going to be a long 3rd down situation. Charlotte, they're doing what they're supposed to do in regards to keeping their offense in some sort of range to come back, but offense on the other side has to reciprocate it if they want to come back. 3rd quarter already almost halfway through. Gonna be a deep drop back. Here comes Montaigne, steps back, steps up on the run and throws it deep and overthrows her running mate Kevin Lee. Charlotte can breathe the sigh of relief because he was butt naked open. But unfortunate there for St. Louis, trying to make it a 24-point ball game. They're gonna have to bring the punt team. That honestly should have been a touchdown, but we always say it, rather be barely than almost. And that is going to be no good of a punt there as well. That's going to be a touchback. Charlotte, you're back on offense. Got to get some momentum going. In my opinion, if you score within these next 8 minutes or so twice, you'll have yourself a real good shot. But a touchdown needs to be one of those set of points. If you catch my drift, Doc Boone by himself, they're going to send Vic in motion, and then they're going to hand it off. And the Charlotte run offense has not been pretty. Doc Boone not finding the holes, nor is the blocking too good for him. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Trying to send some protection there. Throws it short. There goes Witten, reaching out, going to get the first down, I think. Yes, he does. And this is a good start here. Sometimes all it takes is 1 first down to get the ball rolling. That's going to be 1st down and 10. Gonna send Aaron Wooden in motion, looking for a man to throw it to. Millfield and tries to get it to Vic, but once again, perfectly covered. 2nd down and 10. The zone defense worked on that particular play. Great job. And the left guard moved on that play. Not to be. 2nd and 15 coming up now. Got the first down, but been going backwards ever since. Hasn't been a great roll here so far for Charlotte. They're gonna look for a man to throw it to. Steps back a little bit on the run and finds a wide open man who drops an easy first down. And he's a bot player for a reason. So far, everything going bad for the Charlotte team. I don't think they even crossed midfield up to this point of the game. It's 3rd and 15. You never want to see that. They're going to send Kai Coco in motion, who we have yet to see make an impact in this ball game. Going to throw it right side. Cannot get the catch in traffic. And it seems like St. Louis is in their head. They're in their playbook or something. I'm not sure what it is, but Charlotte has no momentum here. And the punt team is going to be back on to send it deep. What a play there from the defense, though. That would have to be clipped for sure. Going to send this one away to Preston. It's going to be returned. And number 24 is going to take him down, Pack Trescott, before he could get to the 30. 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff. There goes the lane there for Namey, getting past the 30. Another solid game there for the homie. 2nd and medium coming up. Still got some time to get in the giveaway. I seen the numbers go up a little bit. Exclamation point USFA to get into the giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homies looking for a man to throw it to. Montaigne right side and some traffic, and Kevin Lee is going to be the player to make the play. 1st and 10 St. Louis. Look, Millfield gonna keep the catch, dragging the man close to the 40, not messing around. 2nd and 2 coming here for St. Louis. Handoff, pushing forward to the 25-yard line. 3rd and medium coming up. Charlotte trying to hold them away from more points, but St. Louis, they're trying to keep the drive alive here. Jumbo set, going to be a deep drop back. Got some crossers and going to be dropped. Sir Lancelot could not hang on, and I don't think he was going to make the first down even if he did. Going to make 4th and 5. Should see another punt coming around. Haven't seen Vic Dotson get into the mix in regards to punts since St. Louis has been so close to midfield, so it either goes out of bounds or in the back of the end zone. And it looks like it'll be another set, almost getting the corner. That was really close there from Carlstown, but not to be. Going to make it 1st and 10. Charlotte needs to score. At this point, a field goal will do something good for them. Vic and Preston, you see in between the 3 receivers there, you see looking for a man to throw it to, throws it left side. Going to be a catch by Kai Coco. Going to be a gain of 4. Trying to look for a man again. Vic Dotson's running. He stopped the route. Going to throw on the run. Wide open, and he cannot keep his feet in bounds. And that is where the aggressive catch comes into play. It'll help you get those type of plays done. Going to make it 3rd and 6. I know my boy ain't going to try to hit me with some more bits, man.
Shit like that.
Thank you for the 5. Biddy's big homie. Ryan Davis coming with the clutches again, faking the handoff. Going to launch this middle of the field and overthrows Vic, who got over the top at the last second, just a little bit too far out. And it's going to be 4th and 6. That's unfortunate for Charlotte, as we will see another punt. Not worth going for it here. Once again, hasn't quite got into St. Louis territory. I don't think they've done it all game long, as we see the return. Gonna take off, pushes off a man. He got tackled the last time by Drescott. He was like, nah, not this time, big homie. It's 1st down and 10. Handoff and another hole, pushing forward. Gonna be a penalty though on the homies in St. Louis. 1st and 19 again. 3 minutes 45 seconds left in the 3rd. Hasn't quite turned out to be that close game that a lot of people thought was going to happen. But still a chance for Charlotte to get back into this one if they can get a quick stop. Going to look for the screen, but it's going to be sacked. Montaigne goes down from Guillermo de la Cruz. It's going to be 2nd and 27. That's a big play, and it's going to be a country mile here for St. Louis. This is where Charlotte needs to get their momentum going, get the quick stop, push them back further as they tried to hand off and going to push forward to get some of the yards back. It's still going to be at least 20 yards. They're going to say 21. That is going to be needed for St. Louis to keep the drive alive. And up to this point, this will be the best chance here for Charlotte to make a play. They could pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback. Unless they decide to hand it off. No, they will not. They're going to send a quarter blitz, and they almost get home. The aggressiveness showed suit there for Charlotte. They need to get some play going. They wanted to try to get the quick hit, potentially a fumble, but they will get the long stop. So 4th and 21, we'll see the punt team. Sending this one away here. Vic Dotson with his first return, going to cut around, going to get a nice push and gets him to the 40. So if there's any time for them to get back into it, Now would be a good time. At this point, just like I said, they need some sort of points, because at this point I did not expect Charlotte to at least be shut out, but now that option is here. Handoff. No, it's going to be a fake. Looking for a man. Turns the other way. Looking for a man to throw it to. Takes off to run. Going to shed off a man. Gets past the 45. And that's going to be a solid run there from number 10, Hank Falco. 2nd and 3 coming. Less than 2 minutes left in the third quarter. I would like to see them go a little bit more vertical with their passing attack. I think they tried it, but there just wasn't anyone open there. Going to look for a man to throw it to. Launching it. I did say go vertical. And another overthrow. Oh my goodness. That's 3 total by both of these quarterbacks that probably could have shifted the tide. Hank Falco could not hit that mark. Spiderweb was trying to get it, but he was just a little short of the mark. 3rd and 3. They could hand the ball off, give it to him. They are going to try it, but it looks like the homies in St. Louis is not going to play around with them. 3rd and 11 coming, unless they make it 4th and 1. They are going to make it 4th and 1. And at this point, if you're Charlotte, if they're going to gift them a chance to keep the drive alive, this is the perfect time to go for it, because you need more scores here. And it looks like they are going to keep their punt team. I'm not a fan of that. Unless they're going to fake it. No, they will not. And that is not good there, as we see the punt bounce into the end zone for the touchback. And that is not good here for Charlotte. 1st and 10 coming for St. Louis now. As we inch closer to that giveaway. Still got a minute and some change. So get up in there. Exclamation point USFA. That'll get you into the giveaway. Right now, I think we have 5. We could use a little bit more, but I'm gonna let it roll. We hit my personal minimum, so I can't be mad at it. We're going to give it to Kevin Lee, who's going to push forward and run straight into Caitlin Montaigne. Probably should see 1 or 2 more plays here in the 3rd, and we'll go ahead and take it to the giveaway. Faking the handoff, the pressure almost gets home, but the pass on the mark there, the crisscross past the 40. 1st and 10 again for St. Louis, who's on a mission tonight. Is 1st and 10. Beautiful pass there for sure for Montaigne, who's just been lighting them up. And that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Throw your 4s up just because you love me. And after this play, we can go ahead and do the giveaway. See who wins that. Gonna be some Wild Archer, though, running right into number 41. And we can go ahead and get into the mix. Let's go ahead and do it. Hit the spin button. Let's see what happens on this one, folks. Who's gonna get it? What's gonna be the prize? Whoops. Let me go back to it. And it looks like it's going to be 10 TPE. Can't be mad at that. And we'll see what the winner will get. Let's go ahead and do it. The winner of the 10 TPE will be LK Gaming 2K. Mr. Christopher Baker coming into the mix, getting the sub, and he's going to get the 10 TPE. You'll love to see it. Congratulations to the big homie. I'll go ahead and add that to the chat. And you should see a 10 TPE coming sometime tonight. Good job there from the homie right there doing their thing. Not Ryan Davis. Not to be. But it is what it is. We're going to keep it rolling, though, and flip back to the gameplay in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. We still got 12 more minutes left in this ball game. And I'll go ahead and hit that play game button. Let's do it. Ryan Davis hot. Good thing I only bet like 600 points on this ball game on Charlotte. It won't be too big of a loss. It is what it is. Handoff again, looking for a hole, trips up before he gets the first. Gonna make it 3rd and inches now. I'll get the stats out as always. You already know how we do. They're going to fake it to Lancelot, give it to the back, just enough for the first, and the clock will continue to run. And now Charlotte, they're in danger of giving up a potential shutout if they can't find a way to get some points. 10.5 minutes left, and I'm sure St. Louis is going to be well bent of burning all the clock that they can. Going to be a drop back middle of the field and caught. Turn it up is Ansel Tavian for another first down. Tank Falco with the tackle. First down coming again for St. Louis. They're just making it look too easy tonight. And this is the reason why St. Louis, they're the #1 team in the Eastern Conference. They've been the most consistent team that we've seen out of all the teams. And it's going to be a wild archer play, pushing forward and going to get around 8. I believe. Yes, it will be 8. 2nd and 2 coming up. Second and 2 here, less than 9 minutes. And they're going to send Edwards, going to fake it and look at the carry there by Namey again past the 20. He's going to crack 100 yards rushing in his 1st and 10. Archers. Beautiful play. Hits the hole, runs into a crowd of Royal players, and this clock will continue to run. And this one off. Oh, it fumbles the football. Going to be picked up and stays up. Namey got the ball back after fumbling. That was pretty crazy. I'm not even going to lie to you, but a big hit from Mr. Jacobson. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Wow, what a hit. And he stood up and got the ball right back. That's even crazier. Gonna fake the handoff, throws the screen to the tight end and get tackled for the loss. Nice job there for 44. Gonna make it 3rd and 5. Got the draft coming, the expansion draft coming. Looking for a man to throw to. Throws a short, reaching out. Going to get tackled short. That's not going to be enough for the first. 4th and inches coming. And honestly, St. Louis could go for it here. And worst comes to worst, they'll just give the ball back and Charlotte has to drive the length of the field. But if they make it, they can pretty much add more time to get clicked off. And they do agree with my sentiments there. 6 minutes 20 seconds looking for a pass and going to overthrow Lancelot, who was wide open. And honestly, outside of getting the touchdown or the first down, still best case scenario, they didn't get sacked. And it looks like Charlotte will have to start real deep in their own territory here. Charlotte's going to need to get something going. Anything to get going. Looking for a man, launching it in, overthrows Vic. Hank Falco, you see the stats at the bottom left, 8 for 20. Has not been a great game for him. Only 56 passing yards. And you'd hope that this is just a far cry of what could be done next week. Not one of the greatest games we've seen from Falco. Going to stand in his own end zone, looking for a man to launch it to. And he's been standing here, right side, going to be caught by Tom Krieg. That was a big play, and they needed it. It's 1st and 10 again. Here comes Charlotte. He was wide open for a while, actually. But a catch nonetheless. Going to keep the drive alive. They need to hurry it up for sure. Gonna fake the height. Gonna look for a man to throw it to. Gonna launch this midfield and caught by Vic past the 45-yard line. And there goes the tight end getting the job done. Tank Falco, he's going to pass 100 yards passing in this game. It's going to be 1st and 10. Stevie Glades there with the tackle. And the drive shall continue. Gonna look. Gonna send the man. They're gonna take off to run. Gonna get tackled before he could get too many big yards there. Gonna get 2 as we hit the final 4 minutes. The final 5 minutes of the 4th quarter. Gonna look for a man to throw it to for sure. Gonna take off, gonna throw it short to Vic. Gonna make the catch and tackled by his brother. Not getting a lot of yards there. A gain of 2. And he's clapping up in his face. The rivalry coming through. A potential game that we could see in the playoffs as well if the cards fall. But Charlotte's gonna have to play a lot better than this if they want to get past St. Louis in the conference championship game, assuming they beat Tampa Bay. Looking and going to be deflected. Would have been an easy touchdown there for Vic if he was able to get his hands on the football. But once again, you could tell that St. Louis, they were game planning to slow that man down, slowed the overall passing attack down, and now it's going to be 4th and 8. What a defensive performance here from St. Louis. Overall, looking for a man to throw it to. And he's going to launch this one to Vic. He's by himself. Actually, it's not Vic. It's going to be Tom Krieg for the touchdown. And Charlotte, at the very least, will avoid the shutout. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch there from the veteran Tom Krieg, who's been in the league for quite some time. Kick is up. Kick is going to be good. And if I can remember, Tom Krieg is going to retire pretty soon. But regardless of that, we have ourselves a 17-7 ball game. Charlotte, they'll more than likely will have to start calling timeouts. Me personally, I wouldn't go for the onside kick just yet. You could kick it deep, get a stop, call the timeouts, and then try to get another score. Then try to do the onside kick, see what you could do. If you could score another quick hitter. Game technically not over, but they're going to need a lot in their favor for sure. Maybe even a turnover can help their cause. Another forced fumble or something to get Montaigne in some unfavorable positions. There's still a way for Charlotte to at least tie the ball game up. But it looks like they are going to go onside. I honestly don't blame them. I would have went for the regular kick, but it is going to be picked up. Going to try to use his blockers to get all he can. And now St. Louis is going to start around the 45. 1st and 10 coming. Going to send Anzo Tavian in motion. Montaigne will hand it off to her trusty halfback. It runs straight into number 44. So pretty much going to get about a yard there. 2nd and 9 coming. Well, actually, take that back. They lost a couple, so they gained 3. Should see a timeout called here from Charlotte if they do get the stop. But it's 2nd and 9 still, so they still got some time. They bounce to the outside, makes a man miss. Going to pick up the 1st down, and now we'll see those timeouts called from Charlotte. St. Louis, they pretty much played a flawless game outside of that long touchdown pass. Gonna hand it off again in a huge hole. There goes Namey past the 20, dragging the man inside to around the 17. And another timeout called from Charlotte. St. Louis, they look intent of getting that touchdown back, put it back to a 17-point deficit. But Charlotte only has one more timeout. They do have the 2-minute warning in their favor. They're hoping to get the stop a little earlier or try to get a stop, but this offense here for St. Louis keeps on taking another handoff and snuck there by Arn. And Charlotte will call their final timeout going into the final portion of the fourth. All things considered, we should be able to see Charlotte have the football one more time at the very least. But if they could get a stop here, I think that'll be best case scenario. They're looking for a turnover as they hand it off again, pushing forward and going to get stopped. And the clock will continue to roll. And it looks like St. Louis will have to hike the ball at least one more time before the 2-minute warning, thanks to the play clock being less than the actual game clock. Two minutes, 10 seconds. Should be another handoff to Namey. I won't blame them if they did. And they are going to hand off, looking for a hole. And the Charlotte defense will make the stop. The 2-minute warning will aid them. But we should see a field goal coming now. So technically still a 2-possession ball game. Technically. Now Charlotte needs a quick touchdown. And then hopefully the cards fall in their favor to where they could potentially get another stop, but it'll be very tough. I'm not even going to lie to you. Kick is up. Kick is going to be good, and St. Louis will make it 20-7. And actually, now that I think about it, Charlotte will have to score pretty much on their first play to make it even feasible if they don't get the onside kick. So we'll see what they could do with the football. Potentially make it a 6-point ball game. But if you want to look at it, the touchdowns here came, well, the touchdown here is currently in overtime, in garbage time. That's the word I was looking for. But still going to fight is Charlotte, looking for the return. Decent blocking, the cutback to get them closer to 30. Tackled there by John Smith. 1st and 10, Charlotte. I'll get this game uploaded to YouTube. Shout out to all of our YouTube viewers. Got over 700 videos clocked here on the YouTube channel. So appreciate all of you for showing support. Over 30,000 views and still ticking as the left side is open. They left Coco and he's going to use that speed. I said he needed a one-hitter quitter, and Charlotte's going to get it for the touchdown. On what? Okay. Okay, Charlotte, I see you. My bad. That is going to be a bucket though. Wow. Kick is gonna be up, and it is going to be good. So obviously they'll need the onside kick. Wow. Coach Tito, what's happening, big homie? I don't know how long you've been watching, but thanks for stopping by for sure. We'll talk about the stats post game, but technically Charlotte's still in the ball game. Technically, if you want to be technical about it, they're still in the ball game, but they need a little bit of help. Well, actually, I take that back. After 40 seconds, if you do it 3 times, it's a little too late for that, big homie. A little too late, but you'll go in the next side there. We already did the giveaway at the end of the 3rd quarter, so you'll get the next one for sure as we see the kick, and it is going to be picked up by St. Louis's Tom Edwards. And that might have just closed the deal on this ball game. Not the greatest of kicks that I've seen by him, but that might be the end of it here. A good fight at the end by Charlotte, but need to see a little bit of that earlier into the game. They might have had a realistic chance. All they really needed was one touchdown. And if they did that earlier in the game, we might have ourselves a different score, but the game looks a lot closer from the score perspective. And looks like St. Louis will be intent of running this football out. They have Namey. It's more than likely going to be a handoff. Aaron Jacobson, he's loading up the clip. He wants to get something going. They're going to flip it. They're going to hand it off. And it's going to be tackled. No, he's not, but he's going to get dragged down at the 40. It's going to be 3rd and 8 coming up. GG's indeed. After this final kneel down, the final seconds will tick off. Aaron Jacobson, he was loading up. You seen he ran into him, but could not quite get the mix going. And the final play of this game, the final game of the Friday doubleheader, will get St. Louis their 9th victory, moving to 9-3 on the season. And that should put them in a really, really good spot to lock up that number 1 seed. I don't know if it's official. Caboose will have to let me know on that. But if that's the case, the Eastern Conference will have to roll through St. Louis, Missouri, as we hit the final here, 20-14. You see right there, the homies in Charlotte, they made one last ditch effort, but just did not have enough time. Allowed too many big plays later in the game, but it is what it is. Charlotte will fall to 5-7 on the season, still in the playoffs. So I guess they can still look forward to that. Can't be mad at it. Gonna look a little bit into the stats still real quick. 457 yards on the day for St. Louis, 243 there for Charlotte. And I'll let you know right now, a majority of them was in the last 2 drives there for Charlotte. They were, I believe Hank Falco was under 100 passing yards for a majority of the game. But a little bit further down, looks like St. Louis with an immaculate 34 minutes worth of offense. And that is just testament to how good the St. Louis team could be when they're on their money. Looking at the stats here, though, Hank Falco threw the only TDs here, and it was in the 4th quarter. Rebecca Montaigne still throwing at a 70% clip, over 320 yards. Great job for her. Hank Falco, 13 for 26. He threw a 50%, got over 200 with those 2 passing touchdowns, so he was able to make up for it. He did have that 72-yard pass there for him. Good job. Rushing-wise, it was Namey McNamerson's world. We're just living in it. 2 touchdowns, 28 carries, 148 yards, just ridiculous. And Doc Boone, he was pretty much erased from the beginning. 9 carries, 15 yards, not too much there from him. Receiving wise, here for St. Louis, Ansel Tavian leads the way. 7 catches, 78 yards. Kevin Lee, 5 for 85. Namey McNamerson, 5 for 36. Chris Cross, 3 for 42. Tom Edwards, 3 for 28. And Sir Lancelot, he had a drop, so that's definitely going to hurt his chances of getting up in that wide receiver of the year mix. Looking at the other side, here comes Charlotte. Here comes 3 for 75 and a touchdown. Vic Dotson, 3 for 26. Kai Coco, 2 for 76 and a touchdown. Spider Webb, 2 for 15. Aaron Witten, 1 for 9. Doc Boone, 1 for 1. And actually, I did not check the rest of the stats here. Let me go ahead and do that for you real quick. Let me see. For the rushing side, here comes the longest plays here. Thank you. And it looks like Namey McNamerson with the longest 19. So great job from him. And for the other side, here comes St. Louis. The longest catch for St. Louis today was going to be 25. And that's by Kevin Lee. Good job. And then for the homies in Charlotte, the longest catch of the day was 72. There from Kai Coco. Tom Krieg had 1 for 40. And good job from these players there. Now defensively, here comes Charlotte. The leading tackler will be Ricardo Lopez with 12. Pack Drescott with 11. TJ Camden with 11. Aaron Jackson with 10. Caitlin Montaigne with 9. Tank Falco with 7. No sacks here, but Camden and Montaigne each get a tackle for loss. Pass deflections, looks like Aaron Jacobson and Lopez got that. A forced fumble there from Jacobson, and that's all the stats there. A little bit further down, let's check the next section. Kenny Bombard with 6, Guillermo de la Cruz with 3, Chris Sheen with 3, Lee Flowers with 3, Shane Knox with 2. And a little bit further down, looks like 2 tackles for loss, 1 from Sheen, 1 from Flowers, 1 sack from Guillermo de la Cruz, 1 from Shane Knox. Pass deflections, none here. That's all the stats there. On brand mold, did he get anything? Doesn't look like anybody here on this side got anything, so we just gotta check the tackles. 2 for on brand mold and 1 for Ziegler. Great job there from Charlotte defense. And on the other side, looks like John Smith led the way with 8 tackles. Brock Blazer with 4, Nicholas Watt with 3, Preston Dotson with 2, Gun Marabic with 2, and Tristan Mitchell there with 2. 1 tackle for loss there for John Smith. Pass deflection wise, Blazer and Smith got 1 apiece, and looks like Gun Marabic with 2. Great job from him. Nothing else there. A little bit further down the line, looks like Jesse Lave is up next with 2 tackles. Stevie Glades with 1 tackle. Christopher Baker there with 1 tackle. Xavier Lingham with 1 tackle, and that's all the user players there. A little bit further down, looks like actually that's a bot player, no worry about that. And Leva with the pass deflection and Xavier Lingham with the pass deflection, and that's all the defensive stats there. Looking to look at the kicking side of things, looks like Daniel Carlstown's 2 for 3 with the longest of 42, and both Molyneux and Carlstown perfect on the day in regards to their extra points. 8 kickoffs, 1 touchback there from Carlstown. Punting wise, Molyneux had the longest punt with 52. Carlstown had a 50-yard bomb, and it looks like they both averaged somewhere around 46, 47 yards on the punt return. Kick return wise, looks like a lot of onside kick ones from here. Edwards and Cross getting into the mix, and then Aaron Witten and Kevin Lee, they're the benefactors of the huge gainers. 24 for Witten, 27 for Lee. And it looks like Preston Dotson wins the punt return battle between his twin brother. Only had 1 opportunity, was Vic. He did it for 15. Preston Dotson had 1 for 18 and 5 for 55. And that is going to close out game number 3 of week number 12. Still got 2 more games, folks. You already know where I'll be. We got to go back to the Western Conference. One of these teams is going to be eliminated from playoff contention, whether Arizona or Anchorage wins the game or not. So this is a big game here. Saturday night football, Saturday night lights, what do you want to call it? We'll see you in the beautiful state of Texas for this one. Should be a fun ride. But until then, it's your boy Stacks, and we out here.